I have Beckerman. What up, Mark?
I got my friend Umberto down the street.
And Kyle, what's up, brother? We got Chris in here. What's up, Chris? What up, Mark? What's going on? Are you going to give us the NFT update? Oh, what up, Norman? Hey,
I want to know who the fuck is the real comic book community? Who? Is it this weirdo?
What up, C-Bizzle?
Station.
Hey. Good to see you, man. Thanks for jumping on.
What's up, guys?
What up, Digger Jim? What's up, Travis? What up, Rude? Mike would be a great guy to tell a story.
What's going on, Blake?
Scotty, are you involved? Hey, what up, Drag? Good to see you, homie. What up, BLC? How you doing, brother?
What's going on, man?
Remy Q, what's up, my guy? Hey, what up, Carrie?
Yes, I Google things.
I
think it's funny though that
what's up, dude? What up, LCS? You know anything about this?
Circumstance, can you hum it for us?
No. dun, 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 dun. What up, man? Spine6 crew in the house.
Oh, you look especially shiny today, Phil.
Trev, the shipping guru. What's up, my dude? What's up, Sagi? What's up, man? Rob's Fat Stacks. Are you here to stop FOC? Shout out to Frog Brawler. What's up, Alan? Comic Viking.
You're right, guys.
Cuppy's in the house from my guy Flo.
What's up, baby?
We got another first-time appearance. Great show tonight, Lady Fantastic in this Christmas. What up, Mad Spidey? Thanks for coming through, my
Finally,
man.
get on one. I'm in for so much stuff.
We got Papa in the house. What's up, man? Thanks for jumping on.
Best ongoing series. FOC and Chill, Circumstances. Kicking it with K-pop, K-pop Junkie. Last Call FOC, Aussieverse. New comic book game, The Council of Comics. Top 10 alternatives, 22 comics.
Haters gonna hate.
Butts.
What up? What up? What up? It is Tuesday once again, and we are back for another FOC and Chill, but it's a little bit different this week because this week we are the CBC Awards finalist FOC and Chill, something that I could not have got. I asked for it, and you guys gave it to me, and I appreciate you so much. This show is nothing, as anybody who watches this show knows, this show is nothing without the audience coming through and making it what it is every single week. And it's always interesting to see who's going to show up and what are we going to talk about every week. So thank you to everybody who comes through, gives me a little bit of their time on some Tuesday nights. Thank you to everybody who went out and nominated me. And thank you to everybody that goes over to cbcawards.org right now and votes, not for just me, for K-pop, for Council of Comics, for 22, all the homies in my category. I don't have a problem with you voting for anybody else, right? But just get over there, give us the numbers, give us the votes. Just support the CBC Awards because it really is a thing about having fun. It is silly, it is a popularity contest, but it's really meant to be fun, and it's really meant to be a way to highlight some of the people doing the silly sticker people things that we do. Even Sticky Goose is a finalist, which I think represents what this award is. People want to act like, and Sticky Goose himself will act like the comic book community awards is some closed thing that only this circle of friends is able to get into. But the show every single year shows that's not true at all. And if that was true, Sticky Goose would not be a finalist in the show. So it's about the numbers. It's about who takes the time to come through and support the things that they love. And a lot of people love what Sticky Goose does, so it doesn't surprise me at all that they would show up and support him. And it wouldn't be surprising me at all if he pulls it off and gets the win, and he could probably do something pretty funny. I know I would. I've said it many times. If I was Sticky Goose, I would take over this award show and make it my thing, but it would be what I would do. But that's enough of me rambling here to start things off. Let me get the link in the chat. Let me get into the chat, see what everybody's got going on here this week. What is the drama? We do have the homie Brian McClay, Beyond Wednesdays, a very, very poppin' comic book community around here. When I found them, I was just amazed. They had 100+ people in the chat. The thing was just going, man. So Brian McClay's really got something going on YouTube in terms of comic book space. But he came after the homie Bueller, calling him a pussy. We'll see if anybody wants to talk about that. We got the homie Izzyverse on a break, but he's got time for us tonight.
As you can see, the boxes.
We got the homie
What's up,
Kyle coming through as well. Good to see you, my man. Link is in the chat for anybody else that wants to jump in. Let me get that thing pinned here. Let's also go through the chat. We got the homie Christina Payne coming through saying what's up early, as well as Las Cruces, as well as GT Key Comics. I appreciate y'all coming through, giving me some engagement on the page. Always appreciated. The homie Durs, who's been in the news, the comic book news, very much so as of late. We could talk about the Sticky Goose hit on Durs if you guys wanted to talk about that. There's a lot of drama going on in these comic book streets, man. It's
still going on, man.
Here.
We
got the homie
crazy
Izzy versus in the chat. Thanks for coming through. Frog Brawler comes through. He is 1-0 in my college football dynasty. Did you play a user? I'm gonna be shocked if you actually beat somebody. Oh, he did. He beat Sam Houston. Oh, wow. Congratulations, man. So my man is 1-0 in my 30. We're actually down to 31. So 31 users in this dynasty. It's going to be wild. We just hit week 1. So it's really just getting going. I'm excited for that, though. That Discord should be popping off real soon. We also got the homie Wellbore, man. I thank you for coming through as always. Shout out. Trev, the shipping guru, came through. A la Chiefs. Y nada más. We got Scotty Vaughn coming through as well. Had a great show tonight over with Gary B, the casual comic guy, for another 10-1-1. That was great stuff. How are you doing tonight, Scotty?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Hey, Scotty, how you doing? Holding it down for me on Mondays?
Yeah. Hell yeah. We had a good show last night. It was fun, man. I had Stu on last night. Stu's awesome. It was a great time.
Frog Brawler says the Chiefs are going to start off 0-1. We do play the Baltimore Ravens week 1 on a Thursday, a week from tomorrow, or two days from now. Frog Brawler being the Baltimore Ravens fan that he is, that poor bastard. We could start off 0-1, but we started off 0-1 last year, and look how that ended up. So the nice thing about being a Chiefs fan is we ain't got to worry about it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be all right. We got the man, the myth, the legend. It's going to work out for us. We got Swagda in here as well. Kansas City is representing. Congratulations on your CBC Awards finalist. I think it was Unknown Channel or Best New Channel, one of the two. Sweet. Shout out to Keon, though. Congratulations on that. Already getting nominated. It took me 3 years to get a finalist, and he got it his first try. But no big deal. Not bitter or anything. Who else we got in here tonight? I think we got End of Zed. What's up, End of Zed? Appreciate you coming through, my man. And yeah, I do. You know, I asked for it. You guys gave it to me, and that was really nice of you. I appreciate it.
About damn time.
Bleeker is here calling us nerd holes, and no lies detected. We are, in fact, nerd holes. I cannot deny it. My Discord brother, the comic chef, is here. I've been spending all day, every day in Jigs's Discord. Guys, if you're not plugged into Discord, you're missing out. I'm having a great time. We were just watching Dana White's Contender Series. I'm actually still watching it right now, but I was watching it in Discord. I'm still streaming it in Jigs's Discord if anybody else wants to jump in there and watch it. But really having a great time in Discord. I'm kind of addicted to it, but Comic Chef is one of the homies that comes through. Appreciate you stopping by, my man. CBCawards.org. Get over there. Whoever you're going to vote for, we got many great finalists.
I just did my voting now.
And I'm not going to tell you to vote for me because, you know, I wouldn't be mad if K-pop won.
It's okay, man. I did.
I wouldn't be mad if K-pop won.
I gave you love, man. I gave you love.
I appreciate it. Thank you, though. I'll take it. I'm not going to deny it. The man, the legend behind the CBC Awards. Remember all the arrows you took in the beginning, Brian? Now look at it.
Everybody 4 years later, it's a party, right?
People are
Yeah.
starting to understand what you're doing, and I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I've really been impressed in the ways in which you've improved the actual show every year.
Oh,
You've
yeah.
done a really good job. I know you put a lot of work into that, so thank you for that. And I can't wait to see what you do this year, man. Excited for that. And maybe we get some new blood in there. I'm down to co-host, but if you wanted to get some new blood, I fully understand. I'm with it. As long as the show goes on and we have a good time, I am excited about it, man.
Yeah, no, certainly would like to have you back co-hosting. But yeah, I've already done some outreach to a few of the new finalists, and
Have you reached out to Sticky yet?
maybe.
Oh,
But yeah, we're starting to get things lined up.
Bro,
You know,
say what you will about Sticky Goose. There is a Sticky Goose effect. You put his name in your shit and you're going to get more views. So if we could get some Sticky Goose drama at the Comic Book Community Awards, I'm 1,000% for it, man. Let's get those clicks. Let's get those views, man. But I think, as I was saying, Brian, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. But the fact that Sticky Goose, someone who's trashed the awards, made fun of the whole things, the fact that he is indeed a finalist kind of shows, hey, this thing's wide open, man. It's not closed in any way, shape, or form.
yeah, no, I think that was the big thing this year. Just Sticky Goose aside, we had so many new finalists. So many channels that were not previously nominated or previously finalists. So that was the great thing, and it's some new channels that people I don't think have heard of. There were a few channels that weren't even on my radar, and I try to do my best to just get around in the different corners so that I know if a name pops up in the nominations that I'm aware. I think that's the biggest win this year so far has been just the diversity of channels, which has been great.
I'm excited to see it, and believe it or not, I'm excited to see Sticky Goose made the finals because it makes the point that I want to make, which is this thing is not some cabal,
Absolutely.
It's not a trick, it's not rigged.
Everybody has a chance.
Yeah, if you got the people who are going to take the time to come over and step up for you, then you're going to be on that stage, and that's how it should be. That's how I like it. I've encountered many people who make the argument that there should be a council that decides who is in and who is out, which is the worst idea.
Yeah, I don't like that.
The voter model is not perfect, right? I mean, there's flaws in it, no question about it. But I think it's better. Definitely. But it's better than 5, 6, 7 people deciding who's in and who's out. I mean, you'll never.
Yeah, I mean, it's a true community vote, and certainly you can campaign and garner votes that way. But some people take that approach, some don't, and Gem Mint. I mean, I know he's got a huge audience, but he doesn't mention it. He doesn't really talk about the awards. He's always supportive of it, kind of on the back end, but he doesn't talk about it. And he's nominated all every year.
Perennial for sure. So. Yeah. Poor Mad Spidey going up in that statue.
Yeah.
But at least Mad Spidey got nominated.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Just to be on the stage, you're going to get exposure. People are going to see you, give you a chance, and maybe you're going to get some new folks. So it's a great thing. Shout out to Chop and Drop. Was bummed to see Chop didn't get the supporter. I was surprised to see that. But shout out to Chop. Good to see you. We got Gary B in here tonight. Great show with Scotty Vaughn tonight.
Yeah, that was fun.
Check the community guru out. Evil's Comics has got things to do tonight, but he had enough time to come through and say what up to FOC and chill. So I appreciate you for that. Thank you so much. My man Damien, Sleepy Reader 666. I vote for him every single year in the awards. It used to be it's not Hall of Fame, it was Lifetime Achievement, right?
Lifetime Achievement, yeah.
I was always pushing him for that, but this year I'm pushing him for the Hall of Fame, guys. Sleepy Reader 666, Hall of Fame. Get your votes in, man. Let's get him in there. I'm going to do this every single year until we get it done. Damn it. But what up, Damien? Thanks for coming through. I appreciate you, my man. We got my man 90 who loves to yell at people about Tua. I love listening to it. Another one of the Jigs Discord homies, man. We've been spending a lot of time together, and I've been enjoying it. But thanks for coming through, 90. Check out I tell you, I watched the Cali Comics Behind the Hunt series that he does, and the second episode is about 90's stint on the hunt, and it was actually really well done. I was super impressed with Cali Comics and how he's putting that series together is really, really, really well done. I recommend you guys go over there and check it out. CALICOMIX, Cali Comics. Check my man out, man. I really enjoyed that series. Thanks for pointing me to it, Nagi. It was good. Who else we got in here? Sticky got nominated for the best 5 head. Oh, Frogs got jokes tonight. Who else we got in here? I think we're getting close to it. I think I'm getting close. Oh, we got Steve in here. What's up, Steve?
What's up, Steve?
Thanks for coming through, my man. I appreciate you taking some time tonight. Are you guys having any drama on your mind?
Drama.
No drama?
I'm going through drama.
Man, nobody can go a day without putting sticky goose in their mouth. Ooh, it's so yummy.
Wow.
It's so yummy.
I do, to be honest, I do my best not to talk about him.
I ignore it.
If we do talk about him, we talk about him, but I do my best not to talk about him because the more you talk about it, the more you put fuel to the fire.
Well, the thing about it, like I concentrate on the channels like Chris Comic Tropes who are talking about the comics. That's what I'm interested in. That's where my interest lies, is in the books.
And I can confirm Scotty's not with that drama shit.
Man, I can't do it. I just can't do it.
I am about that drama shit though, so Marcus, I'm gonna talk about sticky goose. Yeah,
if it's a topic of discussion, it's a topic of discussion, then you just deal with it like that, right?
Absolutely.
I'm with Scotty though. I'll talk about the comics. I have no problem. I just have problems with people that, don't understand what other people are going through and just want to see the world burn. In other words. If you know what I'm talking about, because I feel like that's somewhat the case there.
Later,
is the drama really continuing with Sticky right now? I mean, the way I see it is, he was on with Jem the other night, so things.
I didn't get to see that though.
Yeah, so things have kind of moved over, as far as I know, unless there's some other stuff going on behind the scenes that I'm not aware of.
I've heard some people point out how he sort of made that video making fun of sticker people, right? And then he recently went live, I guess, and had kind of a sticker people kind of live that he did, which I was kind of funny. He made fun of people for selling t-shirts and stuff, but he's recently opened up memberships and stuff. So, it's like, seems like you're wanting to do a lot of what we do. You seem to be entering our space so it's this whole thing, like he wants to be a part of it, but he also wants to be cooler than it. And
that's and isn't that what it's all about though? Trying to make yourself relevant.
That's my read on it.
Bleeker does say that he does have comic content on his channel, and I've checked his channel out before. He does have good comic book content on his channel as well.
It's been a long time since I've actually seen him talk actual comics.
Apparently he does talk about it, that just the videos just don't do as well. What up, synthetic panels?
They don't. I mean, the views aren't there
because people are more, because you can get more non-comic book people with the drama, right? I think you see that with, Sticky. A lot of his followers are not really comic book nerds like that. They're kind of comic book nerd adjacent, if you will, but they're not really in the space like that we are. But
I will say this much: that he has his followers who are, I guess you could say, his minions, who go off. Do their own through their own channel, start saying things and try to, I guess, stir the pot so they could get some views as a result of that. Because I saw this one guy.
Why is no one fucking with me then? Why aren't they fucking with me?
This one guy who he's been on other streams and I've seen him on these streams and he's talking about it. He's giving other people like nicknames so he won't get into trouble. Like, first of all, he called. And I'm just gonna say it. He called Durs the rat.
Oh yeah.
And I was highly offended by that.
Yeah, there's only one rat around here.
Exactly.
There's only one rat king.
There's only one king. So he said that I think he called Mark Legion of Trade Paperbacks. And I just stood there listening to him, watching him for the first time. I watched him, and I see him. He's even jumped on my streams a couple of times, and I'm like, okay, all the welcome. I'm not gonna, you got to subscribe to me in order to leave a comment, right? That's how I do things, right? So I'm fine with that. If you want to leave a comment, you leave a comment. But I'm like, what is he's trying to get? What is he trying to get at? And he's just one of maybe a couple that are doing it, where they're just going into other people's streams just to start some kind of drama out of nothing.
Where they at? Coming to my stream. Start some drama.
Because
Let's
you're asking
go.
for them, man.
Let's
That's how
get
that
the
works,
clicks,
man. Stop asking for them.
baby. Shout out to my Discord leader, Jigs Kingdom. If you're not a part of his Discord, you're missing out. I spend pretty much all my waking hours hanging out in there. In fact, I am in there right now streaming Dana White Contender Series. But check out the homie Jigs Kingdom, both on YouTube and on the Discord. Let me know if you need an invite, man. I'll get you in there. Always a good time. Thanks for coming through, Jigs. I appreciate you. Jigs is kind of a hater, though. He's kind of a hater. I'm not gonna lie
hey
to you.
Marcus, what about you being on JP's Cash or Trash?
How you like that, huh? How am I doing,
That was
guys?
awesome.
You want to give me a rating on that? Yeah, this was my second week doing that show with him, and I'm not coming in as an expert in any way, shape, or form. I don't mean to. I'm just in there having fun with my friend JP. So yeah, I'm having fun doing. I've got to get better about it though. Definitely, I've got to start watching the Comic Tom list and stuff. I don't watch that stuff, so I'm going to start watching it, making sure I know
Talk to me, man. I'll get you that list.
Heck yeah, I know.
I know
what
the
you're
list.
talking about. Hell yeah! So I'm plugging in more so I can be more ready for JP. But yeah, man, that's actually his 6 months look back series that he does, where he looks at the list 6 months ago. It's my favorite thing. It's by far my favorite comic book YouTube thing, and I love shopping on that list, man.
I've always liked JP's channel. He does really good content. I love it. I like his stuff. I really do.
And he's intelligent about this game this speculation game that we're playing, because it very much is a game. Look at this. We got a guy named Southpaw Brad. I used to know a guy. I used to know a guy
named Southpaw Brad.
Yeah. That's weird. Well, shout out, man. I don't know if you're an imposter or not. I used to know a guy named Southpaw Brad. I missed that guy. He was cool. Good to see. He was a Miami Dolphins fan, which was kind of gross, but other than that, he was cool. We got Sledhead in the house, and my comic book dad, Lorenzo, is once again up for a comic book reviewer. He's probably going to lose the pop culture comics or pop culture philosophers again, but I just love to get him up there every year. I think he should be up there with the rest of them. So glad to see that he made it again as well. Shout out to Sledhead for coming through. He's one of the Wednesday night regulars. And yeah, and that's the whole point. And I think in the beginning, Brian, a lot of people misunderstood you. They thought it was a sort of like a self-aggrandizing thing. It was like maybe you were getting rich off of this, which I know quite the opposite is the truth here. Yeah. So, but really, it was just the thing that you wanted to do, a fun thing that you wanted to build. And here we are 4 years later. And wow, in the fourth this is the fourth one, right? Yeah.
Yep. Fourth year. Yeah.
And people are starting to understand not everybody's for it. But people are starting to understand that it's not some serious thing. We're not taking ourselves serious. We're not taking ourselves. Well, I can't talk. We're not taking ourselves seriously here. We're just celebrating what we're doing here, having fun, and we're not here for a long time. Here for a good time.
I think the big difference too is a lot of the people that maybe still aren't for it, which is fine. They're not bashing it, right? I think that's what was happening year one. Everybody was. Kind of coming after the idea, and now it's kind of settled down, and it's on its way. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Shout out. Go ahead, Izzy.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say with 4 years, it's a certain level of legitimacy now.
Mm-hmm.
That you're taking it serious with, like he said, like Marcus said it, without having to take it too serious. You know what I mean? So it's more like, hey, we just want to recognize people for their contributions with what they do. Each year it's getting bigger. Each year, we're a little wiser than the previous year how things are done, and especially for those of us that have been around, right? So it's cool to be a part of something like this, as well as other things that we do, like C3 and other things of that magnitude that we just, Heroes Con, so Heroes Weekend and things like that. It just happens to be another one of those things that we do to kind of enjoy this space, and really, for myself included, just get out of the rigors of actual life and just enjoy.
Totally, which is why I'm against the culture wars in this space, because I don't need that in my life, man. I don't want to fight. And as Steve said, and this is true, and people say it every year, like they find new channels every single year.
Yep.
Through the CBC Awards. So it's just a great way to celebrate what we do, expose what we do, and have a good time, man. We don't have to be serious. I'm not going to win, and I'm not going to be upset about it. I'm just excited that I got on the stage. It's not.
If I don't, I'm a little upset though. I got 4 knobs, so If I don't win at least one of them, I'm gonna be a 4-time loser, and that's
Hey,
Nah.
I'd love to be a 4-time loser. We got Wilbur with sticker person activities, putting stickers on his truck and his fire extinguishers. But that's what I'm talking about.
That must be one of those trucks, right? When you ever seen the cars with like 1 billion stickers on them? I would love to see a photo.
We got Burke family.
Bueller's got a bunch of stickers on his. He put them on the van from the community.
Yeah, Burke was doing his K-State chat earlier. I was trolling him with the little rock chalk in there. Thanks for coming through, Burke. Always a good time, my man. Check him out on the old YouTubes. Bleeker said he got nominated for his show instead of his hair this year.
Well deserved, man.
I was really excited to see that. Comic Book Church belongs on the
good
Hangout.
Hair in this competition.
Yes,
like
Church is a great
good
hangout,
hair.
man.
And you'd be surprised that category probably got. I'd have to go back and look, but it had a lot of votes. It was one of the top vote, nomination categories because
I believe it.
so many people voted for that. Yeah.
So
I'm not surprised. Yeah.
So are we hearing a split of the category one day? Maybe a split from the hair out of it, like its own thing.
I'm not opposed to it, but we definitely have to get rid of some other categories.
No, we don't need 2 categories for that bullshit. No, 1 category is plenty.
Oh, that was cool.
This is me. I do feed off the drama. I love
that is true, Trev.
the
That is
drama.
true.
I love forming an opinion about the drama. That's honestly what I like doing more than anything. What is the right opinion to have about this dumb shit that we're doing here? I don't know. I watched a bunch of his content. Seems to make sense to me. Oh, is he must talking about Bueller.
I didn't catch that drama. I heard about that drama, but
the Buellerverse. Do we want to talk about the Buellerverse Beyond Wednesday drama?
I watched that whole. I watched the replay of that whole stream. So
that's.
I thought it was a weird hill to plant your flag on against Bueller. What are you guys? Do we need to do the overall story?
Brian really came in hot on that stream, and
you're a pussy, Brian.
I didn't see the whole conversation.
I didn't understand it.
Yeah. So can you fill us in?
What led to that?
Busy doing other things.
What
led to him calling Bueller a pussy?
This is my rough understanding. I am fully ready and able to be corrected here, but this is my understanding: is that 6 years ago there was a video with Neil Adams. And Bueller put it up, and at the end of the interview, Neil Adams apparently goes in on Trump, like over the board in on Trump. I have not seen it myself, but
for or against, or just
against.
Okay.
If you know Neil Adams, you know it's against.
Well, I want to make sure that's the case.
And so Bueller ended up taking it down because obviously all the culture war stuff that is going to come with that. And anybody who knows Bueller knows he doesn't want that culture war stuff in his space.
Right.
And anybody who also knows Bueller he is concerned about his image because he has relationships. He has business relationships. And anybody who has business relationships is worried about their image. If you're not worried about your image, you're an idiot. It's just very simple, right? So he takes it down. He doesn't want all that culture war stuff. But recently, so 6 years later, he brings it up and says, hey, should I post this content again? And of course, people go ham on it. And I guess
he posted a post. He put a post up on Instagram.
Yes, asking if he should
post I re-release the video again. Yeah. Should I put it back up? And I guess the comments got out of hand on Instagram, and so he pulled it down.
Yes. And anybody who understands Bueller is not surprised by that. But go ahead.
Right. And then I guess Brian got a hold of that. And he jumped on Journey's stream the other night and just, he was like, why would he do that? If he knew it was a problem 6 years ago, why would he bring it back up? And then why would he pull it down again? So, and he basically called him out, called him a pussy. And,
but he didn't just basically call him a pussy.
Oh, no, he called him out.
He called him a pussy.
Yeah, no, he called him out.
You don't just basically call somebody something. You just
he called him out. And then Bueller jumped on the stream to kind of confront him, to discuss it. And then it was interesting. Brian said a couple things, and then he says, "Oh, I got to go walk my dog," and he left the stream.
I've never seen someone so openly tough shrivel up so quickly in my entire life.
But then Bueller spoke his piece, and then Brian came back and said, "Oh, well, I had to leave because I have a dog who's sick, who's got cancer, and that was the reason. But he never explained that when he first left. So it seemed like a little bit of a cop out. I mean, I don't know the situation. Maybe his dog is sick, and I
I'm
love
sure
my
his dog
dogs. You know what I
I'm
mean?
sure
But
his
I
dog
don't.
is sick. I'm
So
sure
if you
it
guys
is.
put up a post that gets 1 million comments and people are fighting in your comments and you got friends in your comments that are saying, fuck you, Trump's awesome, fuck you, that guy's better, whatever the case may be, do you take it down or do you keep it up? I personally hate that shit on Facebook. I
Yeah,
know
I would
you
take
keep it
it
up,
down.
Mark. I
Yeah,
know
I would
Mark
take it down
keeps
too,
it up
definitely.
every time.
Yeah.
I love
But-
drama, but I don't love culture war drama. So
Right?
Yeah. I would
And
take
you
it down.
want that kind of rhetoric on your wall when you've got people on either side that are crazy. We both know this. Everybody on both sides is insane when it comes to their hatred towards that side, that side.
if you're
Everyone
fighting
hates
this
each
war on the internet, yeah, you're a little crazy.
It's not good. Of course, you take that content down, and whatever. It's
But I
not,
could probably-
I don't call it a pussy move. I call it probably a smart business move. To be
Well,
honest,
absolutely.
Maybe if it was Bueller saying those things about Trump, it would make more. Brian's argument would make more sense.
Yes,
But it was
yes.
like a third party. You know, it was so it didn't. His argument didn't make sense. I don't understand why he was so heated about this when it was just Bueller managing content. You know, it didn't.
My
It
my
seemed
only
very weird.
question, the only
I
question
can tell
I have,
I can tell you the theory, but go ahead.
yeah.
Adrian.
Well, wait. What the one question I do have? What was the reason why he wanted to put it up in the first place? Again, even after
I
all
think-
these years.
I think it's valid to say, hey, Bueller, you took it down. You knew what happened 6 years ago. It's not clear why it would be any different now. So why are we even
It's
doing
worse
this?
now.
I can understand criticizing that, but then taking that criticism and then leading to pussy is where you
No,
lose.
yeah,
you know?
exactly. So you know, there's so much levels here, but first and foremost, Bueller made a decision, and he wanted to give people something that they may have wanted to see.
Yeah.
I don't know why he felt that way. Maybe something came up that made him think that way. But Brian should have never just called them out, especially when it comes to the circumstances where it's culture.
maybe
it's
he just
culture
thought it was
category,
interesting.
political
That,
sides.
maybe he
That is
just thought
kinda
it was
messed up.
interesting that Neil
So-
Adams hates Trump. You know,
Here's
maybe he
the-
thought that was
Well, remember, you're talking
Here's
about
the-
someone that's no longer with us, too.
yeah.
Here's
exactly.
the key backstory that we haven't discussed yet, which is really, I think, the source of how we get from solid, fair criticism to pussy. And that is Bueller was meant to come on Brian's show. I don't know how long ago this was. I think it was a while ago, though.
It was a couple years ago. Yeah.
Yeah. And
No,
apparent-
actually, I think it was right around. He said when Ed Piskor
Piskor
killed,
passed away.
suicide.
Okay.
That it was like around that situation. So what's that? 6 months ago?
Yeah,
you-
probably.
You mother.
Something
that
like
one
that.
worked. Tyler, you pissed. This one worked. You triggered me with this one.
Wow. Wow.
Now, if you
This
want to
one-
talk about someone that's,
I'm fucking
Yeah.
pissed now. You fucking
Shattered glass
asshole.
knows really. It's good.
But
dude,
anyway,
Shattered glass.
he's an okay dude. I wouldn't go that far. But he was supposed to come on the show, and I guess it wasn't Brian, but it was somebody on Brian's show said some crazy shit about Donnie Cates. I don't know what they said, but and Bueller is somewhat of a friend of Cates, always a fan of Cates, and so he didn't appreciate that and decided not to go on Brian's show as a result of it. And I don't think that Brian took that well. And so I think that
Cates gets so much hate in this community, and it really
Sure
bugs me. I
does.
fucking like Cates. I'm like, guy's a good writer. I don't know. Jeez, sorry, man. He's
Leave
all
him
right.
alone. He's dealing with some shit.
Yeah,
there's
man.
a lot of
Leave him
good
alone.
writers, there's a lot of good artists, there's a lot of good creative. That doesn't mean you got to separate the person from the creativity sometimes.
Yeah, he's a weirdo, but he's a fucking artist. It's all right.
And I would say if you want to say some out of pocket shit about Donnie Cates, you're 1,000% entitled to do that. But what you're not
Sure.
entitled to do is to get mad at Bueller when he decides he doesn't want to come to your show as a result of it. That's where you can be like, fuck you, I'm saying whatever on my show. Boom, I'm doing the same thing. But you can't be like, oh, you don't like it. Well, you're a bad, that's where
You also got to keep in mind, and don't get me wrong, I'm with you on that, but why would did he pull out for the at like a last minute thing, and it kind of messed up everything for for this guy, for Brian?
I don't think so. I think it was. I mean, the way they explained it, Brian didn't seem to have a problem with that. He
He canceled on
the
him.
timing of it, right? They didn't mention it was like last minute or something like that. Bueller just decided that I guess some of the conversations that they had on previous shows really wasn't what he was about, and so that's why he decided not to go on.
But did anybody hear Brian's small, very small statement? Did anyone actually hear a very important small statement that he said? We're making content here, people.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ends justifying means attitude in there. It's like whatever you do, as long as people are interested in clicking on it, you know, it's justified. And I accept that argument is out there. I will never agree with it.
Well, it's like the 90s with trash TV, you know what I mean? Talk shows, you know, Jerry Springer all over again, man.
I was saying this in Discord. There's a lot of folks who want to be Jerry Springer in this space.
but some folks want to be Morton Downey Jr. Jerry Springer was the easy cake. It was Morton Downey Jr. that was the tough dude.
Who?
Morton Downey Jr.
Right.
Oh, jeez.
That was the dude.
I wasn't.
Yeah, he got messed up though because he did some at the end of his career he was doing political stunts, and he said he got beat up by a bunch of black people in a underground train thing, and they spray painted him and stuff. It never happened.
I don't even know what you guys are talking about. What's up, Beckerman?
Yeah, this is Morton Downey Jr. or Morton Downey, the dad.
No, it was Morton Downey Jr. It was Jr.
Yeah, was it? Oh, I thought you just Robert Downey, I think it's Robert Downey.
Yeah, again, I think Brian had. It was fair to say, "Hey, man, why are you bringing this up 6 years later?" You know, anybody.
Is it weird to bring something up 6 years later?
I think so. I think it's really weird.
I think if you put something up, it goes ham.
That's what that is.
If you put up the video and it goes ham, and you didn't like the way it went ham, and so you delete it as a result. And 6 years later, we all understand it's not better; it's worse now. So why would it be any different? Why would you even need to ask the question? And I'm a Bueller stan, guys. I love Bueller, but I'm just saying, why would you even?
And that's the point. That's the point I'm saying. It's like, what made you think that now is the time to re-release this, especially at the climate we're currently in?
Yeah, Bueller. I don't think Bueller really ever answered that. Why
maybe he wanted clicks, and then all of a sudden decided, you know what, this was a bad idea.
Yeah,
I'm sorry I did this.
Or maybe it was a good idea.
If he says that,
being said, though, right?
Fine. Yeah.
Why would Brian have? I don't understand why Brian had such a reaction to it.
I don't either.
Here's what I would say: is Brian was mentioning something about TDS, which is considered to be Trump derangement syndrome, and he was going on and on about how it's a real thing, and I'm not going to argue with it. I've seen people lose their minds about it, but what's the opposite of Trump derangement syndrome? When you get mad about a Trump video getting taken down and you call someone a pussy over it, what's that called? You know.
Well, that's exactly what I don't understand. I don't understand his reaction to the whole situation. It would seem so over the top. It was. Why would you have that? Why would you care? I wouldn't care that much.
And
it's so crazy, dude. I think both sides hate each other so much. There's.
I wish the one thing I'll say about the video is I wish that Bueller wouldn't have cared. I wish he wouldn't have cared, honestly. Because why would you care?
Well, that's it. I don't understand why it got so heated between the two of them.
Yeah.
Over something which I don't think was that big of a deal.
I'll give you an example.
That's why I can't do the drama.
I go to my local pizzeria guy, right? And he always has his TVs, put to the news. And of course you got some political stuff going on, and he goes off a rant because of gas prices, right? He goes off a rant saying that this guy's the reason why the gas prices are going up, and this guy's the reason why. And I'm like, and I said, you honestly think he's the reason why the gas prices go up? Watch him go down in November. It happens every year, right? And then he immediately calls me out as a left-wing guy.
Yeah.
You
right?
pinko commie.
Well, first and foremost, how could me telling him that gas prices go down in November justifies me as a left-winger? I don't get that part.
That's not
but
important.
It was enough for him to just freak out. That's the problem with you people. And I'm like,
Because there's no middle ground anymore.
You're
brother.
right. I'm like,
There's
There is
no
not.
middle ground.
exactly.
There's
So,
no,
right,
and
Lee.
that's part of the problem, right?
there's
like-
no you and I cannot you and I can disagree on something and still be friends. There's none of
Exactly.
that in the world anymore. There's
Like-
none of that in the
Exactly
world.
right.
And I
Yeah.
think that's the bigger
Sad.
problem now. The problem is that you have these people that are this, on two sides of the spectrum in such a way. I love that. It's
It's New York.
Yes, it's New York. I have a pizza guy.
Yeah.
So these two groups that are in two far sections that probably make up about 10% of the population if you really, really think about it, because most people fall under the middle. Right? Most people fall in the middle. But then these two groups are so damn loud, and it festers in such a way, and it's ridiculous because that's how wars happen.
It's
You
really
know what I mean?
bizarre.
And I feel bad. I feel bad for people that are, they're just trying to live their life. I don't in all fairness, I just don't understand why it happened.
Because ever since the blip, families got torn apart.
It was definitely a blip.
Thanos, damn
You know the
Thanos.
blip. You know the blip. Ever since the blip, families were like, "You did that? Well, I'm not doing it. Oh, you believe that? Well, I don't believe that. Well, and that's boom, great
And
divide."
Jigs makes a great point here, John. If you wanted to be up on the T, then get into Discord, and we're staying. Perry is keeping me up on the T more than anybody else. Like he's my sticky goose line. Like I don't know what sticky goose is doing unless Perry tells me about it. So get in the Discord.
Because you assholes keep fucking talking about that guy. I fucking watched his videos yesterday and today.
I haven't watched the videos.
I was like, this guy's not so bad. Why are these guys?
can't. That's the thing about him is like he can seem really decent, in a lot of his stuff. Yeah, so he's
really
he's
good
not,
at trying to play himself a victim. That's the problem.
Yeah, he is good at that. He's not all one thing.
Pretty satire,
but he's not.
He's a lot of satire coming from his end.
He's missing. There's plenty of screws missing in that head.
It's funny how he split the community. Like, there's not one opinion about Sticky in this community at all. Even as he makes fun of this community, there's not one opinion about him.
I don't know, bro. I guess it just doesn't matter that much to me. I guess
it really doesn't. It really doesn't. It only matters to me, because how can I talk about some drama?
Even my wife, even my wife, who doesn't watch any of my content or any of the content when it comes to comic book, even my wife is like, "Why are you busy talking about that guy? Don't talk about him." It's like, I'm not talking about it, but he's in the. Everybody else is talking about it. I'm trying not to talk about him.
I think you gotta understand. He loves comic books and he loves this and that.
Does he?
But
awesome.
he's a YouTuber. Man.
Does he?
There's a difference.
I don't know if he's a real comic book guy.
And somebody
I think he just wants to be a YouTuber,
and that's fine. Let him be a YouTuber, bro.
And he just found a niche that seems to work for him.
There's nothing wrong with YouTuber.
Bueller is here. We've of course been talking about Bueller here tonight and his drama with Brian calling him a pussy, which doesn't quite make sense.
What's up, Bueller?
And Synthetic Panel says here, as Bueller took down a post, he's not the only person to do that. Why are we escalating? And that's it. Like, regardless of your opinion about what I put on my page, who gives a fuck what you think about what I put on my page?
Yeah, really. Who cares?
Yeah.
I know I don't.
I don't care. I'm on this channel right now, and I don't care.
Exactly.
Marcus, what you need to explain to me is how do you have so much free time to be on Discord 22 hours a day?
I don't. I actually
on Discord 22 hours a day, man.
I actually don't. Like, I've been concerned about stretching myself a little too thick because I have my Dynasty and all these other things. I'm like,
so I have Discord, and I can tell you right now, how iPhone gives you how many messages you have or how many notifications you have. It tells you that I have 660 Discord messages that I have not looked. That's how often I look at Discord. It's just another social media thing for me.
I think 90, Hylia says 90 gets him heated. And I think 90 made a great point in Discord earlier, which is how you going to be from Hialeah and you a Raiders fan?
I'm not going to lie. Hylia, your comic book collection is the inspiration for my comic book collection and goals, just so you know.
Damn, that is high praise.
Nice.
Ooh,
Fact,
wee.
fact, Jack.
Yeah, join
Oh.
Discord
No,
if you
I
want to hear
have to get a
90
new
yell
pizza
about
guy.
Tua.
I don't have to get a new pizza guy. That's okay. He still he may think I'm one of those people, but he still likes my money.
Yeah, he sure does. Money's
We
green all
got
the way around.
we got the homie Mark Legion of Comics in the house. What's up, Mark? Thanks for taking
What's
some
up,
time and stopping
Legion of
through.
Traded Paperbacks?
Ooh, is that? Are we taking shots? Legion says
I'm
that
just
he
saying,
loved. I guess I did not watch Sticky's CBC video or CBCA video, but I did hear about it. Apparently, he has stickers on his face or something.
Yeah.
I saw the
I
image.
know he does.
I didn't see the video, but I saw the image.
I've heard good reviews.
He was
of
actually
it.
very. He complimented the awards. He was excited about the nomination.
I've heard people liked it. I haven't heard people not like it. I haven't watched it myself, but I've heard good reviews.
He was only
People-
nominated. He became a finalist for
watch
one
that.
award. Is that correct?
for one,
For the comedic.
Yeah.
Which I don't find his stuff funny anyway. So,
But lots of people.
never
I don't
laughed.
think he's funny
I've
either.
never
but
laughed
lots
at
of people
anything
do
he's
think
done.
he's funny. Like
Not
one
a
weird
single
thing,
made me laugh.
and Perry disagreed with me, but one weird thing about the bully video that I thought when I watched it is like how not funny it was. I was like, this is like, and people have disagreed with me and they do think it's funny, but I was watching, I was like, this shit ain't funny, dude. They're sitting there cracking up at their own jokes, and I'm like, what the fuck are y'all?
I think it was a little more personal for people that were actually involved in the video.
That's probably part of it. Yeah,
You know
that
what
probably.
I mean?
covered my
I was
response.
For
affected,
somebody
and I
that's
wasn't
not
mentioned.
involved, it's not like, oh, okay, it sort of looks like satire, sort of mean. It's, you know, like, oh, that's pretty mean spirited. But you know,
That's the thing, Bueller. That's what we've been saying is like, how
Yeah.
do you go from A to pussy?
hey,
pretty hard.
all Bueller should have said was, "I am what I eat," and gone
Yeah.
about his business.
That's the one thing, Bueller, dude. I wish I could have made you not,
Unless
because
this is
you clearly
all-
care in the video, and I wish you just didn't care. Because I like, why would you care, dude?
I
What is
would
he
have gotten
talking
pissed
about?
off too,
Unless
though.
this is
No,
all
dude,
the
I
wrestling
get it.
work.
I
Yeah,
get
If
it.
this
could
is
be
a
a
work,
Could be a word.
if it's a work,
I would have
I'm
been
all
mad
in.
as hell. I would have been mad as hell.
we got Bueller. He look at him. He's just streaming in.
Well, we might not have the connection we want.
There we
He
go.
is.
Are you still in the great state of Kansas, sir?
No, I'm in
The
Missouri.
Ozarks, I think, the last, right? He was somewhere in the
Ozarks.
You're in Missouri? How dare you?
Yeah, I'm in the. Yeah, I'm in the
That's
way out in the boonies and the Ozarks.
That's
Jesus,
bad
Bueller, you're
country.
looking
I don't know if
jacked,
you guys
bro.
can hear me very well. But
We can hear
My-
you, but
my
your screen
internet's
is keep
not
going in
great.
and out.
okay, let me
We
see if I
will.
Look at him. He's got the wife beater on. He's
Yeah, he's
flexing,
looking
showing
jacked,
on the
man.
arm.
He flexed and blew the sleeves out.
Holy shit!
see if I can somewhat fix that. But
It's
I don't
coming
have
out
good
better
internet
now.
right now where I'm at. Okay, I have
Oh,
a
we can
booster-
hear you.
little booster thing right here that kind of makes the signal a little bit better.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it is a little better.
Well, I don't know how
Yeah.
much of our discussion you have heard, but of what you have heard, did you have any thoughts?
Well, you know, can I just come on here and just kind of explain everything? It has nothing to do with Brian.
Brian really came in hot on that
Sorry.
screen.
Sorry.
Yeah, this it's got nothing to do with Brian from the other that channel. This is just what the post was and what it was meant to be. And I think there's a little bit of confusion what the post was. And so if I could just explain that, that would be great.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
your
okay,
world.
Okay, so this is all fact. You guys can go check out for yourself. There's no make believe here. So about 5 or 6 years ago, I did an interview with Neil Adams. Okay, and some of you guys might have saw it back then when it came out. There's 2 parts to the interview. The part about comic books is still up on the channel. You can go see that's always been there. And there was a second part where it was about politics. Now, like I said, this is like 5 or 6 years ago, before COVID, before everything. And Neil Adams was very vocal about how he felt about Trump. I myself am not political. I didn't vote in the last election. I didn't vote in the election before that, and I'm not voting in the election coming up. It's not my thing. It's never been. I got my beliefs. Has nothing to do with politics. Okay. So whoever gets elected, I didn't have anything to do with it. So
Don't blame me.
Yeah, well, you can. I mean, people will say, "Oh, you need to vote." It's hard for me to vote for either party I don't agree with, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Anyway, so anyway, that other video about his conversation with me about Donald Trump, I put that out 6 years ago at the same time. At that time, and it still is for that matter, a lot of people got upset, and it was really funny because I was only up for like a day, and I lost like 50 subscribers, but I gained like 100 subscribers that day. It was really bizarre what was going on. And then there was a bunch of comments in the chat on that video that were very violent towards Neil Adams.
Oh,
And
wow.
I was like, that was a little much, because, and I was going to go see Neil the next day at the Comic-Con. And after seeing like the violence kind of said towards him, I was like, you know what, maybe I shouldn't have this video up. That's not what I want to represent. Okay. And so like a day later, after that video came out 6 years ago, I took down the video. Okay. And the video has been down ever since. It's been private ever since 6 years ago. Okay. The other day, I was going through my interview videos because I do a lot of interviews for Dynamite, and I put a playlist together for my interviews. And all your videos show up on your own playlist, okay, because it's on your account. So that video showed up there with the thumbnail, and it's private still. And I was like, you know what? I wonder if anyone would be interested in seeing this again now that Neil has unfortunately passed away a couple years back. Nobody's going to talk about violence towards Neil Adams anymore. Obviously, he's not with us and stuff. And I've talked to my friends like Sleepy Reader about that video and stuff like that, and asked them in the past, and maybe I should re-release it. Maybe things would be okay. So when I saw that, I was like, you know what? Let me just put a poll or ask my audience. And so I made a post on Instagram, and I put the original thumbnail on there, and it doesn't say anything. And this was something that got misconstrued. It doesn't say anything on there hating Trump. It said Neil Adams is not a fan. That's all it said. It didn't say Neil Adams hates Trump or I hate Trump. It didn't say nothing like that at all. But someone decided to turn that into something. Okay. And in the description of the post, it said, hey, I did this video with Neil Adams. I'm not political. I don't care who you vote for. I'd like to hear your feedback, whether you'd like to see it or not. And that was the post. It was literally that picture of the original thumbnail, that question to my audience, and to see what they said. And then a bunch of people replied. And I never intended for the post to be up for very long because it's one of those type of posts that, you don't need to have up very long. It was just something to get some feedback from your audience. So I put that up there for a little bit. I waited until the comments died down after a few hours and not really too much response after that. Then I read all the comments. Most of them were like, yes, post it. I would say 85% of it were like, post it, post it, post it, all this stuff. And there was a couple people like, no, don't post it or whatnot. There wasn't really too much negative stuff on it as far as like in comparison to what happened 6 years ago. But then there was a couple comments on there that I read that were very personal towards Neil Adams and his family. Like, someone said he was a close friend to the family of Neil Adams and stuff like that. And he had said some really interesting words. He's like, this might not be the best thing to release for Neil Adams' family and their friends and stuff like that. And very kind-hearted. And there was a couple posts like that. And I read those. And I even made comments on it. I go, you know what? This really gives me something to think about. And even though majority of people said, yes, post it, those few comments that were very heartfelt about Neil Adams, those are the ones that affected me the most. And that's what I wanted to get. I wanted to get feedback. So after that, I read those and I took the post down and decided to myself that, you know what, I'm going to listen to what those few people said, and I'm not going to post a video. Nobody's going to care. I mean, it's not, the video hasn't been around for 6 years. Nobody's been clamoring for it. Where's the video? Where's the video? That's not what I'm hearing. Over the last 6 years, nobody even knew about it. And so I took the post down. And then the next day, I let my audience know. I said, hey, thanks for all your feedback. I appreciate that, but after I heard your feedback, I decided not to release the video. It's not worth it. And it just might stir up some more emotions, and that's not what I want to do. And that was it. That's it. That's the story from start to finish, okay? That's all there is to it. And for some reason, someone took extreme offense to that. And that's it. And nobody knows why that is. I mean, the people I was on that show with that are nice.
Well, we got an idea, right?
Well, I don't want to put any words in anyone's mouth. You know, I'm not.
We got
so
an
weird.
idea, though.
It's really weird that somebody it's six years ago. It just seems so bizarre to be so angry about that.
Yeah, and a lot of people thought that the video was taken down. Like it was taken down.
Strike.
No, it wasn't a strike. I don't even think there was strikes back 6 years ago. It was something I decided to do 6 years ago because I didn't like the way that people were talking and threatening Neil Adams. Okay, I didn't like it. I figured now it's 6 years later. Neil Adams is no longer with us. That's obviously not going to be the case anymore. I got the feedback I wanted, made a decision, and that was it. There's no more to it. There's no like conspiracy theory. There's no political motivation. There was some kind of abbreviation that was mentioned to me. I don't even know what it stands for, to be honest. It's something about Trump or whatever. But it was like
TDS.
Yeah, and I'd never even heard of that before. And you know, I live in a bus, travel the country. I don't pay much. I don't get TV. I don't pay a lot of attention except to my surroundings. I mean, that's what I care about. You know, I've got the great opportunity to go around and meet everyone in person. And I can tell you the one thing I don't ask them is what their political beliefs are.
Amen.
I don't care. I don't care.
Me neither, brother.
Have met me in person. Have I ever said something to you about that? You know? No.
Nope.
I could care less. My bottom line is me, if you're a good person, I don't care who you like, who you vote for. If you're a good person, perfect. That's all I'm asking.
Do you like comic books? You're in. Let's go.
Well, yeah. You don't have to like comics, but that is a bonus.
For me, you do. If you don't like comics, get out of here.
Yeah. But literally, that's it. I mean, I don't know what else more to say about the situation. That was it. That was exactly what it was. That's what, unfortunately, set someone off quite a bit. At least that's what I was told and stuff. And there you go. That's all the information you need right there. If you hear anything else, just go look for yourself. It's, that's it.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
As a content creator, I don't even know, like, whatever the question, whatever. It's not that big a deal, but I'm just wondering, this is a question that I'm sure somebody will ask you, not me, because I think you did the right thing. But as a content creator, were you hoping to get views off of this post that you put up?
You know what? Here's the thing, and I'll be totally honest. This might sound kind of weird. I really don't care anymore, and I really don't even care to grow my channel anymore. If you guys go watch my interview videos, none of them are monetized. They've never been. I don't monetize my interview videos. I don't monetize my sale videos. I do a Dynamite. I don't monetize any of that stuff. The only videos I monetize are my weekly preview videos, and maybe if I ever do a haul video or something like that. So to me, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm fully aware that interview videos do not do well and will affect your algorithm. I could care less right now, to be honest. It doesn't. I'm to the state to where my and I don't know if, let me just put it this way. My YouTube career, as far as comic books, is coming to an end. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be around for a little while longer, but not very much longer, to be honest.
Okay.
It just is what it is. It's been
honestly, I figured that would be your answer. I just thought I'd ask it in case anybody says they didn't ask that question.
Yeah. No, I don't. I could care less about views. I don't. I make $300 a month from YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Boom.
Okay, 300. My last thing was $300. I've been doing YouTube for 7 years, and I make $300 a month from my YouTube ad revenue. After 7 years,
I know people that are in public assistance that make more money than that. you know what I'm saying?
You can work at McDonald's for a weekend and make more money than that. That's for a month. That's for a month. And here's
true though. It's really true.
And I tell people all the time, I have videos that have over 100,000 views and a lot of views and do really well. Even though they're old, they still get a ton of views. And I can go to that well anytime I want, but I literally choose not to. And that's it. It's like, I don't want to do it. I'd rather go, paddleboarding in the lake or walk around on a mountain or something like that. That's just where I am in life. Just so
I dig
people
it, bro. I dig it, man. I dig it.
So you can't leave the comic book space. You can't leave us though. What's next though? Are you doing travel blogging kind of thing then?
I'll be around for a while. Don't get me wrong; it's not happening tomorrow. But I'll put it to you this way, and I announced it on my Instagram a while back that on my birthday in 2025, I'm going to do the Pacific Crest Trail, which is a hike, and I'm doing the state of Oregon, which takes like 45 days. Okay, I'm literally hiking the whole state of Oregon.
Oh wow!
And that will be probably in July or August. That's probably it.
Jeez, man.
Because that's obviously I can't, if I'm out hiking in the mountains for 45 or 50 days, 2 months or whatever it is, I'm not going to be sitting there making content.
Unless you're Swaggle, because Swaggle does that.
Yeah.
You can't get comics delivered to you out in the woods?
This is a little different. So, I mean, that's kind of, that's kind of the, it's been on my mind for a while. I think people have watched me over the last year and a half or whatnot can tell that my interests are going in a different direction.
Yeah.
It's a different stage of my life, so I just kind of look at it like that. That doesn't mean I've gone forever. I've already been thinking about changing my channel to a different name when that day comes, and content will be different on the channel and stuff, and kind of, if people want to watch, they can. If they don't, maybe it might be a different audience. It'll be up to whoever wants to stick around. But like I said, that's a year away, so I'm giving myself some time. So, and a lot can happen between now and then.
So CJ has a question for me. Does anybody want to try and answer the question for me? Does anybody?
Oh, because Marcus loves that shit.
Thank you. It's very simple.
Are you new? He's a drama vampire.
Are you new
on drama?
Is CJ new here? I mean, what is going on, bro?
I thought you were gonna say something drama horror or something like that.
That too. I mean, that also works, right?
You can hear. Listen, you can hear the giggle in Journey's voice when the other guy came back on the stream. You can hear the excitement in his voice when he popped him back on the screen. I was like, "Oh my god!"
Well, I thought you scared him off, man. I was like, "Oh man, he left quick." Like,
he did leave. He did leave quick. But I take him at his word. He had business to take care of, and I'm a dog person, so I take him at his word. And he did come back, so he wasn't scared. I don't think it's fair to say he was scared.
No, he did come back.
No, but Journey did do a pretty good job. He was a pretty good referee. He tried to keep everybody in their corners.
Say what you will about Journey. I think he's great at what he does, and he reads the room as well as anybody does. I think so.
I hate to admit it, but you're right on that.
Yeah, he does. He really does.
I'd say read the room. I wouldn't go so far and call him great, but
don't boost his ego, man.
I will say he's great.
Don't boost the ego.
I will say it. I'm gonna say it. I'm trying to get CJ back on my side. He hasn't been on my side for a while, so we're gonna keep saying nice things about him until he comes back home. Chris, what's up, man? You jumped on. You got any thoughts to give us?
About what?
Anything you want, brother. You can take that fucking hat off right now.
I wore this just for you because you know how much
take
I love
that
you.
motherfucker off.
Yeah. I just wanted to. I just want to spotlight that I think Marcus does a great job right now. He's really been pushing comics curing cancer on Instagram, and whenever I log on to Instagram, Marcus's stuff is usually like top first, second, or third stuff that shows up.
As it should be, by God.
And then someone said something about something is killing the children stuff. I know that he snagged one away from me last year. But I just want to spotlight, hey, comics curing cancer. If there's going to be something is killing the children stuff showing up, Marcus, it's on again, pimp. I'm just saying.
Everybody, we need to shut off internet in Canada for this. We just need to make sure that I get big, small. Make sure I get all the hot shit.
It's not that hard to shut off the internet in Canada.
I mean, they're barely pulling it together, right?
It's literally one switch, I bet.
Come on, guys. Come on, man. It's not like there's a guy in an igloo with a switch. Relax.
Great stuff. All right. We are well over an hour, guys. Do we have any more drama we want to talk about, or is it time to shut this bad boy down here? Anything?
Your show,
Well,
bro.
If CJ can do another late night stream, I'm sure we'll have drama by next week.
I do have one question, though. One question. Did any of you talk about FOC actually at all tonight?
No,
I've
God.
been at work.
We had drama today. We had it.
I was at work. I got
TJ
home
was not
early.
even here to try to,
and I
change
saw
the
Bueller.
conversation.
I saw Bueller here, and one of the most respected guys as far as I'm concerned. And Bueller's
I think
content
he's a
helped me-
pussy.
I think Bueller's content helped get me through COVID.
Don't get him started, man.
I'm just joking.
His content was terrific through COVID. So Bueller, my man, thank you for that. I know I reached out to you just to say what's up.
Bueller was one of the very first channels I found, man.
Hell yeah.
And I'm still there, and I will remain there even when he abandons us.
Absolutely, definitely.
So that's why, I usually watch this show from work, Marcus. You know that. And then as soon as I got home, I popped on to see, well, who's still live? What's going on? And I saw Bueller speaking, and I'm like, all right, I know what they're talking about.
You damn
But
right.
Does anyone talk about FOC?
God, no.
Did anyone talk about Daniel Warren Johnson's new book that's going to be coming out at us soon?
I pre-ordered that.
Did you?
Yeah, it looks good.
That's tomorrow night, Chris. Over at Indie
He's on
Comics
the B
and
cover.
Reviews. We'll be talking I actually get to talk about books on other people's channels, just not my channel.
He's actually doing the B cover for that series, so pick that up. The B cover.
Yeah, I think that drops next month.
That's what's up. Well, let's let Bueller go first. Bueller, anything you want to plug before you get out of here?
No.
All right. Check out Comics with Bueller on the old YouTube. Just nothing that he wants to plug right now. So we'll move on to the Izzyverse. What's up with you, my man?
Nothing.
All right. You guys fucking suck today. All right. Bleecker Street Comics. Anything for you, my man? Oh, shit, I didn't get you.
Yeah. You got church on Sundays. I dropped an episode of Slab or Not the Slab today. You can check me out on everyone else's channel. We're always kicking around. And yeah, man, that's about it. Oh yeah, to go vote for me at the CBC Awards as well.
CBCawards.org. Get your votes in. Let's push those numbers up. And let's get Sticky Goose on the let's get Sticky Goose to win so we can get that Sticky Goose bump for the awards, guys.
Man, but I want Freaky
sure you
Louie,
want
my
that?
man.
I know.
Freaky
I
Louie,
shouldn't
man.
say that because I want. You know what? I take it all back. Fuck that. Let's get
Give me
Freaky where
Freaky,
he
man. I
belongs.
want my
Yeah,
boy.
I take it back. That was the dumbest thing I've ever said in my
Marcus,
entire
You're
come
damn
on,
right, it's
man.
the dumbest thing you've
I
ever
am
said, man.
sorry. Freaky all the way. Don't listen to my dumb ass.
Freaky Louie, baby.
Freaky Louie, baby.
Hell yeah. But thank you so much for jumping on, Bleak. I appreciate
Happy
you.
about it.
Chris, the comic vet. You got anything you want to pump?
Wednesday night, tomorrow night, 7:00 Eastern Standard Time. It's open to Hangout. Show us what you got. It's a live new comic book day hangout. Come one, come all. Just reach out to me on Instagram for the link. And this Saturday on Rob's Fat Stacks of Comics, check out Only Slabs, 2:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Listen, Perry, I've seen the people you cheer. Okay.
I like Perry. Perry's a good dude, man.
Yeah, I've seen the people he cheers, though. That's
I
not
was with you
necessarily
on
a
that,
good
man.
thing.
I was like, come on, man. He's not that bad. He's all right.
Yeah.
Have you ever
Thank
met
you
Barry?
so. Not in person. If I do, it's on site though. If I meet him in person, it's on site.
It's bizarre. It's bizarre.
Yeah, I guarantee you it is. Brian, what's up, the man behind this? We'll put the CBC Awards link in here one more time. Brian is here. You
Go
also
vote.
have
Go
a
vote.
channel.
Last I checked, we were well over 500 votes so far for the
Wow.
finalists. So that's good. Keep them rolling in.
Thanks for not voting for me.
Come hang out with me on Sunday mornings, 9:45, breakfast with Brian before church. We hang out there, and so come see me.
Fucking Perry kills me. Oh, shit.
And Perry a finalist this year too, right?
Yeah, he was mad about it. Did you see he was mad that he was a finalist? He said he's only
No.
edited one video this year, so he didn't belong. He said he called it malarkey. So don't vote for Perry, guys. Fuck him. Vote for DJ Links instead.
Oh wow, I'm in that category too.
Wow.
Or
Izzy
Izzy.
does do good work.
Just don't vote for Perry, guys. Whatever you do, do
Anybody
not
but
vote
Perry.
for
You
Perry.
see what I mean
You're
about
killing it.
four-time loser?
Perry does not deserve your vote.
Never
in
mind
any
the
way,
guy on
shape,
your
or
panel.
form.
Never mind Louis. It's cool.
I'm sorry, guys. I can't remember
Speaking of
everything.
in your
Fuck.
panel, we got Scotty Vaughn, who's also nominated.
Yeah. You
And I don't think he's here to plug himself, so I will plug him. Check out Scotty Vaughn on Monday nights, Comic Book Addicts. Always a good time. And plus all the other comic book stuff that he does. Oh, there he is. Bump your own shit then.
I had to use the bathroom, man. I had to pee.
What's going on with you?
Taking the week off this Monday, but the next Monday after that, Jason Douglas will be hanging out with me on Comic Book Addicts. Jason's awesome. He's a really fun guy, a really cool guy. Awesome, amazing writer. He did the series Parallel, did Jane American, which was fantastic. And tomorrow I'm dropping a new video. I've been dropping these videos the past 3 Wednesdays, and I'm enjoying it. I've been researching underground comic books, adult comic books, and gets a little weird, but they're interesting, I promise. But it'll drop tomorrow at 11 a.m. I'm doing Robert Crumb and Fritz the Cat this time.
Oh, Fritz the Cat. Oh,
Yeah,
that's a big one.
So it's it was cool. I've enjoyed making them. So check it out tomorrow, 11 a.m.
Anything on the movie?
Yeah, a little bit towards the end. I covered the movie.
He hates the movie, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah,
He
he
hates
was not happy with the way it turned out.
That's why he killed Fritz the Cat.
I enjoyed doing research on it, and I do talk about all of that stuff. So check it out. It's really cool. I've done Omaha the Cat Dancer. I've done Cherry Pop Tart. Bizarre Sex Comics. Bizarre Sex Comics is really weird.
I actually have all of the comics you just mentioned, so shut it.
Awesome.
You
Yeah,
fucking freak.
It's interesting.
Well, check out the homie Scotty Vaughn, SVaughn82 on the YouTube. Link is in the chat. Thanks for coming through, my man. Papa, get ready. You're up next. Kyle, what's going on with you, my man?
I just got a new case just before you came on. I
Okay.
don't know how to say the first one, but it's about what you read already. And it's like if you read like a physical comic book, or you read what are you digital. That's a new one.
Boom. There we go. I got you.
New series. Let's see what
Nice.
you're reading. Hell
Link
yeah.
is in the
Floppies are digital, I think, right? Yeah.
Yes,
I'm gonna
either
check it out.
tangible or digital.
And
So
coming this Thursday, I am interviewing Parker Go.
An interview. That'll be
Interview
good.
with Coke and Joe. Yeah, I saw that. Yep.
oh yeah, I saw
That'll
Poke
be
and Joe
fun.
in the chat too. So shout out to the homie.
Check that out.
And Friday it'll be a hangout before DJ Link.
DJ Links
On
Hell
Friday night. Very nice. So check out the homie Kyle. Link is in the chat. Wheelchair Superhero 8716. Check the homie out. Link up with him. Sub up to him. Thank you so much for jumping on. Papa Willie is up next. I know he has his Thursday show with the homies. What's up? What I miss? He's got the Thursday show with the homies talking about all things wrestling. I know Beckerman is on there. I know Biggie's oftentimes on there. Izzy's off and around there. Check out the homies on there.
And he's
Link
Comic
for
Journey's
that.
#1 fan.
And
He's telling him right now how he feels.
Comic
yeah,
Journey.
DJ, that's just for you, bro.
Number one,
where it goes.
DJ's #1 fan. Link is in the chat for Papa as well. Thank you so much for jumping on, Papa. I appreciate you coming through as always. I think, did I miss anybody? Let me just make sure I didn't miss anybody because I've fucked up before and I felt terrible. I don't think I did. We got everybody. That is all I got for you this week. We had some drama this week. We'll see if CJ could give us some more drama next week. Look for my Instagram. I will clip it right there, and then we will discuss it here next Tuesday. We will get oh yeah. Do you have anything you want to say about people trying to take your Rat King title? Any thoughts about that?
There's only one true Rat King, and
All
you're
right.
looking at him.
We all know that.
Put it to rest, guys. There's only one single rat.
There've
That's
been
all I
many
got.
imitators, but there's only one originator.
Thank you so much to everybody that came on. Bueller, thanks for coming on and clarifying the drama talk for us this week. I appreciate y'all so much. That's all I got this time. Until next time, peace.
Peace.